Navigating public transportation in foreign cities can be an adventure in itself. It's an opportunity to immerse yourself in local culture, meet new people, and experience the city's rhythm in a way that taxis or ride-sharing apps simply can't match. Here's how to make your journey fun, curious, and stress-free while discovering the ins and outs of foreign public transit. 1. Embrace the adventure. Think of it as a treasure hunt. Every bus, train, or tram is a new clue in a quest to discover the city. Whether you're hopping on a colorful tram in Lisbon or a sleek subway in Tokyo, take each journey as a chance to explore a new part of the city. Stay curious. Look out the window. Notice the little details, and think of each ride as a unique part of your trip. Whether it's watching the city transform as you leave the touristy zones or eavesdropping on local conversations, don't worry, they can be fascinating. 2. Learn the local etiquette. A bit of local knowledge goes a long way. In some cities, you'll need to adjust your behavior to fit in. In Japan, for instance, keeping quiet and being polite is key. In Barcelona, don't forget to keep your belongings close and be aware of pickpockets. Know the unspoken rules, like which seats to avoid or when it's okay to chat. Observe before you act. On your first ride, sit back and watch how the locals do it. Are they buying tickets from a machine? Do they swipe a card to enter? Do they greet the bus driver? There's often a rhythm that you can easily fall into after watching a couple of rounds. 3. Plan ahead, but don't overthink it. Pick up a city map or app. Most cities offer apps that tell you how to get from point A to B using public transport. They're usually pretty straightforward, and some apps even show real-time updates. Download them before you go to avoid feeling stressed. But leave room for spontaneity. While it's great to plan your route, don't stress if you get off at the wrong stop. Sometimes, getting lost is the best way to discover hidden gems. Wander through unknown neighborhoods, explore unexpected parks, and pop into charming cafes you'd never have seen otherwise. 4. Engage with locals, and don't be shy. A smile and a question. Don't be afraid to ask for help, especially if you're looking lost or need clarification. In most places, locals will appreciate your effort to speak their language, even if it's just a hello or thank you in their language. Use body language if you need to. Not speaking the language? Sometimes pointing at a map or miming what you need will do the trick. Most people are more than willing to help with directions, even if you don't share a common language. 5. Discover the unseen corners of the city. Riding the metro in Moscow? Try the stations. In Moscow, the subway system is known for its stunning architecture. Each station is a work of art with mosaics, sculptures, and beautiful chandeliers. Take a few minutes to admire the design between stops. Use buses for scenic routes. In some cities, buses are a great way to see parts of town that might not be easily reachable by foot or metro. In Buenos Aires, for instance, the buses offer great views of the neighborhoods you might not visit otherwise. In Prague, a tram ride up to Petrin Hill offers gorgeous views of the city. 6. Savor the daily commute. Experience people watching. The local commuters are as much a part of the city as the landmarks. Pay attention to the hustle and bustle, the fashion, and the everyday routines. Sometimes, a train ride or bus journey can be the best way to understand a city's vibe. Try local snacks. In some countries, vendors may hop on trains and buses selling snacks, drinks, or newspapers. Why not treat yourself to a local delicacy while you're on the move? It's a small but delicious way to get closer to local life. 7. Navigating the subway with flair. Underground, but full of character. In cities like London, New York, or Paris, the metro systems are like living, breathing entities. They're busy, sometimes crowded, and full of stories waiting to be discovered. Practice navigating the lines, and you'll find your rhythm, but also let yourself have a laugh at the quirks. Like trying to figure out where the last train to the airport leaves from in the massive New York subway. Don't miss the quirky stations. Some subway stations have great historical significance or quirky designs, so don't rush through them. In Paris, the stations like Arts et Métiers are charming, while in Stockholm, the subway itself is an underground art gallery. 8. Enjoy the local transit charm. Get lost on purpose. Sometimes, taking a random bus or tram route can lead you to the best hidden spots in the city. It's like playing a game of city roulette. Who knows what quirky, tucked-away street or lively market you'll stumble across. Cultural quirks. Every city has its own charm when it comes to public transport. In Mexico City, you might hear live music on the subway, or in Bangkok, street vendors might board the train selling everything from fruits to keychains. These are fun parts of the journey you wouldn't get in a taxi. 9. Engage with local art and music. Art on the go. In cities like Berlin and New York, public transportation is often a canvas for street art. Have fun spotting the cool murals, graffiti, and installations along the way. You might even spot impromptu performances, dancers, musicians, or comedians putting on a show in stations or carriages. Dancing through transit. In cities with a lively transit scene, like Rio de Janeiro or Havana, public transport might turn into a dance party. In places where rhythm is part of the culture, you'll find that the bus ride itself is a great way to soak in the energy. 10. Enjoy the little details. Take note of the unique quirks of the system. Is there a unique way the trains are boarded in Berlin? Does the bus in Athens play the Jeopardy! Theme tune when it's almost time to reach your stop? Keep an eye out for the idiosyncrasies of each city's transit system that give it character and make the journey more fun. Final thought. The world is your transit playground. Public transportation in foreign cities isn't just about getting from point A to point B. It's about enjoying the journey and the people you meet along the way. Don't just look at the maps. Look at the faces, the architecture, and the unexpected joys around you. So grab that ticket, hop on that bus, and let curiosity guide you to the next exciting destination.